Sometimes the novelty of nature
It always comes down to composition and lighting.
becomes the focus. A photographer, Josh Zelke.
The shooting in Sanibel was so beautiful.
But back in May, a trip to a Florida beach involved his lens and what he spotted with his eyes.
What didn't really look like a camera at the time, it was all rusty and had barnacles on it.
He took home what remained of a waterproof camera once looking like this.
Yeah.
Carefully cut out the memory card from the layered grip of the aged calcium and debris.
Well,
And to his surprise,
here's a whole variety of these family photos.
the mutilated memory card revealed someone else's memories.
I do it as a career, so I mean, to lose an entire group of photos would be devastating for me.
So a man taking photos began looking for the strangers in about 170 found photos he rescued from a watery digital grave.
It basically comes down to I'd like someone to do the same for me.
He shared his find on Facebook,
The first day it was about 200.
and the shares kept coming.
It blew up big time.
How many shares?
It's up to, well, it got up to 3,000 plus. As soon as the shares started happening, I was like, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna find these people.
After only 11 days, the owner of the calcified camera came forward.
He found it about a block away from where I lost it.
West Palm Beach, Florida's Kristen Cirillo says she lost the $200 camera about 5 years ago on vacation, but the images inside were far more valuable.
They are priceless memories, and I love looking at them. It's really fun to look back and remember that trip.
To hear their excitement is the best part of it all.
He's just an amazing soul.
Zelke may prefer to take pictures,
Oh yeah,
but it's what he returned that's leaving a lasting impression.
it was awesome. It was such a great experience.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News. On Wednesday, Calhoun and 103rd was moving, with the exception Pamela Watkins.
He stopped me for speeding.
She had to pull over.
It's like, oh man, coming down 103rd.
The Chicago firefighter was in uniform, on her way to work, and felt something wasn't right. Separate officer may have felt it too, stopping his squad to talk to her.
I didn't get out until the other officer who pulled up alongside of me gave me permission. That's when the officer behind me got out, his hand on his gun. Get in the car, get in the car.
You feared for your life?
I did.
Watkins says the verbal abuse
Get in the car, get back in the car.
turned physical.
He's like, this is where the door slammed it.
He didn't care that your foot was in the way.
No, and then he did it a second time.
She's wearing bandages rather than a cast. Her heavy work boots lessened the impact.
This is what saved.
Should this cop be on the streets?
No.
She would know. For more than 16 years, Watkins was a Chicago police officer who also pulled over cars.
I work with some really great police officers.
According to the Citizens Police Data Project, the veteran officer in question received at least 17 complaints and was disciplined at least once since 2011.
We all are not bad. We all do not condone this behavior.
This week, Watkins received a ticket, an injured foot, and word her case is under investigation.
IPRA has contacted me.
And a spokeswoman for IPRA confirming tonight there is an independent investigation. That includes a review of video from the stop. Mother Nature played through this Palos golf course.
Yeah, bring your snorkel.
The resulting rain turned greens and fairways into waterways.
It's basically like a waterfall right now.
Maintenance worker Carl Pikett says 90% is flooded and it may take days before geese are replaced by golfers, meaning a slight chip to the business's bottom line. But it's the water hazard next to the golf course that some vehicles manage to maneuver through. The water impacting commuter and commercial traffic along Southwest Highway and 131st Street.
Half a dozen to a dozen businesses that are affected.
Elsewhere, cars cut through the pooling ponds on the pavement. Bumpers in Bucktown managing to keep above the water line as debris clogs drains, creating city flooding pains.
This is amazing.
You ever seen anything like this?
Not this bad. This is the worst I've ever seen.
You bother with a putter, or you just bring a pontoon?
I think you're gonna need a pontoon.
Gary Ballickett plays this course. Now he barely recognizes it.
This is unbelievable.
For now, golfers like him will need to take a rain check. Cars nearby will need to take a detour.
If you're coming out to drive, I'd say bring a canoe.